What's going on, YouTube? It has been a while. What is going on with everybody out there today? Very, very much overdue, needed video from your one and only, the one who gives you the no bullshit, no lies, Raptor Man. So, man, I got a lot to talk about, but I just don't know if I'm going to have enough time to say everything I need to say, so I might have to break this down into two different videos, but I'm actually currently in the truck. I'm on the new gig that I was telling you about on my last video, which I'll give you that update here in just a second. So I'll give you a little bit update on that as far as what I'm doing now. I'll show you that here in just a second. The other thing is too, I wanted to give you a quick update on SFI, and I wanted to give just touch base real quick on Traveloco, the final update on Traveloco. So I'll start with Traveloco. Basically, real quick, if you guys remember, you know, I don't know, a couple months ago when Traveloco was a big talk of the town, you know, with the whole, you know, drivers not getting their deposits back and that sort of thing. Traveloco did send me all of my deposits back, everything that I'd paid in. I did get that back in full, so I can clear Traveloco's name on that. I have yet to have any other issues with them as far as that goes. I don't know. I think I got like 2,100 and some change back in deposits, I think is what it was. But that 22, 23, something like that. But that's what it was. So Traveloco's name can be cleared on that stuff, and so that's a quick update in case some of you were wondering, you know, whatever happened on that. As far as SFI goes, where do I start? I'll basically, because I don't have much time on this video, I'll just get straight to the point. As you guys know, I turned my truck in. I let go of the business for now. Raptor Man's always got something in the works, right? So I took a step back for a minute. Basically, I'm going through a regrouping kind of phase and setup. I basically took a step back. I turned the truck in. My finance rep that I had is no longer with Snyder Finance, so I had to deal with that. What was told to me by my finance rep is not what happened in the end when I turned the truck in. Basically, long story short, Snyder Finance, they got me. They got me for about $8,000. They got me for about $8,000 when it was all said and done. Policy changed again, whatever. I had just a little over about $7,000 saved up in my maintenance account with SFI. And then I also had, I don't know, I had probably $500 or $600 somewhere in that vicinity in my escrow saved back up. In addition to the $7,000 for my maintenance, and also, you know, if you remember, if you watched my previous videos, you know, when I moved the truck from Schneider over to Traveloco, you know, it costed me, they charged me $3,000 up front before I even went to Traveloco. I was told by my finance rep that that was going to be a deposit, a security deposit, towards, you know, if I should get behind on a truck payment after I leave or whatever, you know, SFI was able to get their money secured that way, and yada, yada, yada. Well, unfortunately for me, and unfortunately for SFI, because now I'm doing a review, and I'm going to give you the no bullshit, the review. The new SFI rep that I had, that took over my finance rep's situation here, is no longer, you know, he didn't know anything about the conversations. Of course, some of the policies has changed, and it wasn't the same thing as what I was told. All right, basically, long story short. But when it comes down to it, basically, that $3,000 that I was told I would get back, or, you know, if I never left Schneider and all that, and I paid the truck off, that $3,000 would go towards the premium, you know, on the end of your loan, basically. So I don't know. I didn't get it back. They took it. So if you do the math, I had about, you know, 10 grand wrapped up in the Schneider finance, you know, between my maintenance account money and this $3,000 for this deposit, the security deposit. SFI took an extra truck payment out when they wasn't supposed to. Hold on, guys, I gotta move this truck up here. They took an extra truck payment. They did the way I was told to do it with SFI. I turned the truck in where they wanted me to take it. I had to take it all the way back up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. So one minute I'm told I didn't have to do that. Next minute I told, yeah, I have to do it. Yeah, I've got to take it up there. So that's where I took it, and they still screwed me over. But bottom line, plain and simple, they still fucked me over. So I turned it in when they said to turn it in, how they said to turn it in. I turned it in clean. You know, I washed it, had it washed. I paid for it out of my own pocket, the whole 9 yards. And I sorry guys, I gotta watch this line up here. I gotta move up. But basically, they told me if I didn't take it all the way back to Green Bay, after I explained that I was told that I wasn't going to have to do that the first time, they told me it was going to charge me $2,000 if I didn't. Even though I was turning the truck in, you know, I was told I could turn it in to any terminal nearest me. I was told that no, it had to be an SFI location, which is obviously Green Bay or Arizona or Charlotte, you know, and obviously I'm not going nowhere. Being in Illinois, I'm not going nowhere out there. So I had to take the truck all the way up to Green Bay just to avoid a $2,000 penalty charge. So they really screwed me over. They took I only got, I think, out of 10 grand that I had wrapped up, I got like $2,000 back. That's it. SFI took the rest. So they charged me, you know, basically $6,000 just to turn the truck in early, you know, because it used to be 5 grand. And then they changed their policy because people were still getting around that and saving up money, and where they was able to turn the truck in and, you know, blah blah blah. But they they basically charged me $6,000, turn the truck in early. Then they took my $3,000 and didn't return nothing but $2,000 when it was all said and done. And I should have at least had, at least minimum, I should have at least got my entire $3,000 security deposit back, period. Everything else was covered. I knew, I made sure I had enough money to cover everything else. And they screwed me. So it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. I mean, I'm not going to sue them, you know. They took an extra truck payment out when they didn't have to. They shouldn't have. They should not have taken an extra truck payment out. I returned the truck back on a Monday. Told them, I gave them advance what day I was going to do it. And I was told at first that I would not be charged another truck payment, because you basically charged me $1,000. No, matter of fact, it wasn't even a regular truck payment. It was $1,043. So you charged me $1,043 for the truck, and then an extra $100 and whatever dollars it was, I'm assuming, for insurances and stuff, but I don't know. So it come to like $1,100 and some change extra that they should not have taken. So when you hear these guys on YouTube giving you this kind of information, it's got nothing to do with drivers quitting or leaving and being disgruntled and blaming the company and all that. It's got nothing to do with that. You guys know this channel, my channel, your channel, we don't put that negative information out there unless we got backing to, number one, either prove it, or it's no bullshit. You know, Snyder as a company, Snyder National is a good company. I'm still saying that. Snyder Finance, I will never do business with again, ever. I do not recommend. I don't even care if that's the only way you can get into the owner-operator side of things and to go get an SFI truck with no money down or little money down, or you know, whatever your situation is. I would not absolutely recommend ever doing business with Snyder Finance. Period. Point blank. Not the way they're setting these guys up. Now, are there guys not having no problems? Yeah, there's guys not having no problems with them. Why? Because they're still there. Wait till if they ever leave. Then we'll talk. The numbers are crazy with them. You know, there's no way they're setting us up, and I include myself. There's no way they're setting us drivers up to succeed, especially with a shitty market right now. And these YouTubers can say what they want about the market, the industry. The industry is shitty. That is a proven fact. I don't care what your analysis is, your math, your numbers. I don't give a shit about what any of that is. This industry as a whole, I'm not talking about just owner-operators. I'm not talking about spot market. I'm not talking about the raise. I'm talking about all of it. The industry as a whole is in a shitter right now. That is a proven fact. Period. I don't care what YouTuber you listen to that says differently. It's in the shitter. Now, can you survive? Yeah, you can survive if and only if you're set up right. You know, like me, I wasn't set up right. I wasn't. And I'm okay with admitting that. I don't have a problem with that. But I don't know. It is what it is. So SFI, they screwed me. They got me for about $8,000. So now I'll see if I can flip the camera around here. I'll show you what I'm doing now. This is a new gig, as you guys could probably guessed from my last couple videos. I decided to go local. Be home every night with my daughter, my 3-year-old, my wife and kids. I don't know, I have to flip around, but this is what I'm doing now. Check it out. This is my current situation. Yep, that'd be me. And if you look in the mirror, that's what's behind me. Oh yeah, back to farming. That's what we're doing. Farming, getting it done. Running our asses off, working hard. Yesterday I worked 14 hours from start to finish. Woo! Yeah, putting in work, boys. Getting it done though, right? But that's what I'm doing. Back to farming. I'm hauling grain, running a hopper bottom, busting ass, getting it done. But you know, nonetheless, I'm still in the truck. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Yeah, Peterbilt, baby. No, it's a nice truck. It's got a coffin sleeper Peterbilt, but it's a 579. It's got a shitty Packard motor in it. It's got no ass, but whatever. So yeah, that's the story. That's the gist of what's going on with me. That's why it's been a while since I made a video. Man, I've been, like I said, putting in 12, 14-hour days. Harvest is now full swing. I've just been all over the place right now. So I've tried to watch very little YouTube. There's too much drama and bullshit going on right now. A lot of these guys are full of shit. It's just too much drama. You know, that ain't what this channel's about. That's why you guys come here. But that's the update. That's what's going on. I wish I could do a little bit longer video. But hey, if you guys, I mean, I think it might be a little difficult to try to make farming videos. You know, I will when I get the chance. If you guys want to see it, if you guys want to continue watching me, and you know, I'll still try to make, you know, because I'm still trucking. You know, period. I'm still trucking. You know, it's sad because a couple of my YouTube buddies, I feel like they've kind of shunned me away, you know, since I gave the truck up and I'm no longer an owner-operator. It's like, you got to be an owner-operator to be friends with somebody. So, whatever. It is what it is, you know. I'm still trucking. And I know I was talked there about, I was kind of undecisive about, you know, getting out of the truck altogether, and I thought about it. I wasn't bullshitting. I was going to potentially get out of it, walk away. But trucking's in my blood, man. I mean, you know, it is. Trucking's in my blood, so it is what it is. So I decided I'm going to go back to farming. I'm going to run hopper bottoms. Something about being out in the fields. You know, I don't, it's not about per se being home every night. It's just, I like farming, period. I'm still trucking. You know, I'm still doing everything. I'm still busting ass, working hard, if not harder than a lot of you guys out there that are over the road and this and that. Everybody knows once you're local, you work twice as hard as OTR. That's a common known fact. But I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else, because we're all drivers. We're all out here doing a job, you know. But, all right, I'm about to pull on the scale, so I think that's all I have for right now. I hope you guys like this video, man, and I do apologize for the lengthy delay. As you saw, I am farming, so if anybody knows anything about farming, it is fast-paced, on the go, especially the stuff I'm doing today and yesterday. Very, very, very small, short runs, back and forth, boom, 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 all day long. That's why we put a 14-hour day in yesterday. So, getting it done, making the money. Got to do something, right? So, all right, guys. Thank you very much for being patient with me. Thank you very much for staying with me, staying loyal. My hat is off to all of you. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't done so already, please go and hit the subscribe button. I will do my best to keep you guys updated on my journey. It'll be in farming now, won't be as an owner-operator, but nonetheless, the knowledge is still good and whatnot. So, all right, guys, as you know, as always, you know how we do it. Y'all stay safe. Give me some knuckles.